So we have a lot of this kind of culture right now online where we talk about funnel hacking, right? Taking other people's business models, taking other people's funnels on their online marketing funnels and kind of like reverse engineering what's actually going on. And the number of people, the number of entrepreneurs that go and funnel hack and then come back and realize that they screwed up is phenomenal. I see it every single day. And here is the problem. When we funnel hack, when we are looking at somebody else instead of actually looking at ourselves, just like, you know, the comparison of looking at somebody else and kind of judging yourself based on it instead of looking in the mirror. Well, what we do is we actually create a bad situation for ourselves, a bad sequence of events. So here's what I'd rather you do instead. See, the problem is when we funnel hack, we don't know the full story. We don't even know if their marketing funnel is actually profitable. We don't actually know if it's actually working. So then if we don't actually have all the information, if we don't actually have all the data, then can we really look at someone and say, well, you know what, I'm just gonna take what is theirs and gonna put it inside of my business? I'm not saying don't take inspiration from someone, but funnel hacking in its overall methodology is a little bit broken because you don't know their business plan. You don't know their profitability model. I'll give you an example. Inside of my business or one of my businesses, I had a 997 product. The thing is that the 997 product and the marketing funnel, the entire idea was to allow for that product to break even so I could acquire new customers for essentially free. And I saw a lot of people funnel hack my funnel, but not have the next step inside of the value ladder, not know my actual business plan, not actually know that I was going for the long-term game for the next 36 months. And I used to have some of these funnel hackers message me being like, hey, is that actually profitable? Is this or whatever it may be? And I used to see time and time again, people copy my funnels and then get the result that I got. But the problem is that their business model didn't apply to what they were looking for themselves versus what I was looking for. So here's what I would rather you do. First, make sure you actually understand your business model. Second, actually make sure you understand your profitability model. Are you looking for profit right now, or are you looking at the long-term game? Hint, the long-term game is the one that you should be playing. Third, look at your lifestyle model. Do you want to be hustling 16 hours a day or 4 hours a day? How do you actually want your life to be? Do you want it to be nomadic or be in an office? And from there, create a very specific plan upon what your business actually looks like. Because your marketing funnel and your lead generation really needs to be in alignment with what you're looking for. If you're looking for profit today, it's very different than if you're looking for profit 12 months from now. If you're looking to sell your business, it's very different if it's just a lifestyle business. And see, all these different elements are really important. So when you're creating a marketing funnel and you're looking for return on investment, you're not just chasing the dragon. You're actually chasing something that's going to be possible and it's going to allow you to amplify your unfair advantage and actually be successful. So then the question is, well, you know what do we do? How do we do this, Scott? What models do we actually look at? So the very first one is actually knowing who your customer is, actually knowing your avatar, actually understanding the message that's actually going to resonate with them. You know what? Stop looking at everyone else's stuff. Stop looking at everyone else's marketing. The thing is that originality, everything that you need to know to be able to be successful is inside your head. But the problem is that we're so trained to look at other people's stuff and compare ourselves to them that a lot of the time we pass up on our greatest strengths because we look at somebody else and we think they're doing better than us. When a lot of the time, that's not even true. So the first is make sure that you actually have the right message, you understand your audience. Second, forget about what everyone else is doing. Just focus on what you're doing. Third, from there is being able to be based upon the fact that your marketing funnel is not about just bringing in numbers of leads, that these people are actually human beings. So treat them like it. Don't use scarcity. Don't use all these tactics to be able to try to cheat them out of what reality is. People just want authenticity. People want to know what the actual situation is like. And if you illuminate instead of manipulate, you'll have a much better customer and a much powerful situation to transform their life. The next piece after this is just simply being able to ensure that you're being relevant at the right time and at the right place. See, as entrepreneurs and as marketers of our own business, it's important that we meet somebody where they're to. Do they understand their pain and problem? If so, well, let's bring them to the point of allowing them to see the process and methodology on how we can help them, and the fact that we're an authority and the fact that we are somebody that can help them. We are the expert to be able to help them. And further from that, if they understand that piece, well, now they need to understand the solution. They need to understand the fact that we can help them and how we can actually help them and what their life looks like afterwards. That's what I always talk about with the SSF method or the relevancy funnel. If you want more about that, I've included the link above. See, from there, it's then about being omnipresent to those people, being top of mind to those people. So instead of trying to spend all the time just generating more and more and more leads, what about if we actually just put good content in front of them? We went value first. Instead of just trying to scare someone into buying something, how about if we just allowed them and led them down the path of being able to illuminate their pain, understand the process, and then understand the solution? And we did this by being the Coca-Cola of our niche, allowing us to become the biggest name in our niche instead of just being the best kept secret. See, online marketing doesn't have to be about scarcity. It can be about abundance. It can be about having more than enough. It's about being able to allow our customers to evolve themselves and to transform instead of just simply informing. And so this entire methodology on funnel hacking might be all fine, being able to copy other people's stuff so that you can get forward faster. But if you really go back to it, if you're funnel hacking, all you're doing is trying to copy someone. And you're trying to copy someone without even knowing all the data and knowing all the information. So why don't you try being a little bit more original? Because I guarantee you, any greatness that is on this earth wasn't from being copied. It was from allowing yourself to look yourself in the mirror and say, I am good, because I know you are good. And so that's a very important piece to understand inside of your life and inside of your business. Because when it comes to marketing, you don't have to be any genius. All you have to do is allow someone to see their pain, allow them to see their vision, see the gap, and offer the ability to help them. So when it comes to marketing funnels, when it comes to overall funnel hacking, do what you may, do whatever you feel is the best option for you. But for me, I'm going to be about helping someone go from where they're to where they want to be. And I think the same would be a good idea for you to do the same. So with that said, Scott Olford here. And if you're still a funnel hacker, that's awesome. But if you're not, click the link below and let's see how we can allow you to go from being the best kept secret to being the biggest name. I'll talk to you soon. So if you enjoyed this content and you want more of it, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And if you want other entrepreneurs just like you to be able to also access this information, this knowledge, make sure you go ahead and share it with someone that means the most to you. Remember, as entrepreneurs, it's our job to be able to help other entrepreneurs continue to elevate, allowing us to evolve society and evolve our world. I'll see you next time. Bye.